I thought of the character of God as being someone who loves me, someone who cares about me, but someone who needs me to be perfect. And I couldn't measure up to it, and I couldn't do it well enough. So I figured he was disappointed with me and angry at me. I should be moral, I should be pure, but basically I struggled with lust. I struggled with lust since I was really small. I had addictions to pornography, to masturbation that came out of insecurities due to peer pressure and bullying at school and all these things that were really hard. And it tore me up inside. And I didn't share it with anyone because I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to be good. I wanted to be right. But it wasn't perfect. It wasn't good. And it wasn't okay. I went to Thailand because I knew my life needed change. I knew I needed a breakthrough. I needed God's help, and I didn't know where else to look for it. There was one day when I was all alone just walking around the building there, and then I felt like God spoke to me, "Son, I love you. You're beautiful, and I'm proud of you." And I just wrestled with that because I couldn't take it, because I don't deserve that, and I have problems, I'm not good, I'm not worth being proud of. I remember one time when we were studying the Bible, and then we were praying at the end, and my buddy, he prays for me, and he says, "There is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus." At first I didn't believe him. I didn't know it was a Bible verse, but I can remember that. I can remember that place, that moment, that time, the lighting of the room, the time of day it was, where I was sitting, where he was sitting, and how he put his hand on me, and I remember that clearly. It was a point of, you see, somehow God broke through. Somehow there was a moment of truth. For me to come to this place where I actually was able to receive that was difficult, really hard, huge internal struggle, but it felt so right, and I felt so free. Freedom came from having lies replaced with truth. It was like God took away all these things that I'd thought before and replaced them with the truth from His Word that I'd maybe known about before, but I didn't fully accept it into my life. Towards the end of my DTS, something happened that I never expected. And we were in a church worshiping God one Sunday morning, and then I felt like God spoke to me saying, "I'm calling you to Thailand." And I was like, whoa! My response wasn't very positive. I was like, that's a little big, that's a little much. I'm not sure if I want that commitment. I'm not sure if that's really what's best for me. And I wrestled with that. I went to my leaders and I told them about this. I was hoping they would tell me that God would never say that, but that's not what they said. They just kind of like, well, are you going to obey or what? Finally, I came to the place where I embraced it. And I said, okay, God, if this is what you're calling me to, then you know what's best, and you'll give me the heart for it. So I've been in Thailand since 2011 as full-time staff with Youth with a Mission in Chiang Rai. And I've done all sorts of things. I've helped plan conferences, and I've helped teach English, and I've taken courses, and I've studied the Bible, and I've done teaching, and I've done coaching, and it's amazing how God has used me to impact people's lives. It's really cool to see lives change.